It's day one of our 12 days of Christmas at the Manor, and I'm so glad you're here because over the next 12 days, not only will I be sharing some of our favorite holiday traditions, decorating tricks and recipes, we're also going to be giving away lots of goodies. Each day for the 12 days, we will be giving away something that you can win. And we have so many different goodies to give away, including an opportunity for you to stay overnight here at the Manor, so you won't want to miss that. So each day, I will reveal in my vintage suitcase what we're going to be giving away, and I'll tell you exactly how you can win. And then I will reveal the winner of the previous day as well. So today, I'm going to be revealing what we're going to be giving away on day one. And I'm also going to be sharing with you one of my new favorite holiday traditions. In fact, I think I just started the tradition this Christmas, but I'm pretty excited about it because it's pretty yummy. So I'm going to share what that is with you. And it is so easy that even anyone would be able to impress all their guests with it. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did and how I did it. But first, let's see what we're going to be giving away on day one of our 12 days. So in my suitcase today, I have 2 bags of our Ladysmith Manor exclusive blend coffee. And if you know me, I'm a tea drinker, I'm not a coffee drinker, but this is pretty delicious. We're giving away 2 because we thought that you could keep one and you could give one to someone you know. Christmas is the season for giving, so we thought that 2 bags would be better than 1. I guess you can keep them for yourself if you want to, but we thought that maybe it's a nice idea that you keep one and you give one to a friend or a family member who would also enjoy drinking the Ladysmith Manor coffee. So I am going to tell you exactly what you need to do to enter to win. But first, let me show you that new Christmas tradition that I've just started. I don't know about you, but I love a charcuterie board. The cheese and the meats, it's just one of my favorite things to put together if I have people over. And this year, I got the idea that maybe I would make a dessert charcuterie board, which really interested me because if you know me, I love chocolate. And I think it's now my new favorite holiday tradition because it is so easy and all your guests are so impressed. So I made one last weekend and it came out beautifully. So I thought I would share my new favorite holiday tradition with you, my dessert charcuterie board. And it is as simple as it can be because literally I have a board and you can really make this as big or as small as you want. If it's just you or just you and your other half or a friend, you can make this really small, or if you've got people coming over, you can make it really big. And the nice thing is that you can also make this with all sorts of goodies that you've made yourself. So if you have a cookie bake or you have lots of special Christmas goodies that you bake, you could do the whole board with cookies and cakes and desserts that you've made. Or if you haven't got time, like I didn't have very much time, you go out and you pick up a few pieces, bits and pieces and some chocolate and some fruit and nuts and stuff, and it looks just as good. So I wanted to share with you what I did, which is kind of like I say, I didn't have a lot of time, so I did it with a little bit I made myself, but most of it I actually picked up. So I really just went out and bought my favorite things. And that's the thing about charcuterie boards. So I bought a box of European chocolate biscuits, or cookies as you call them here. You can't go wrong with them at Christmas, right? I got some fruits, so I got blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries, which are my 3 favorite berries. And then I picked up some French macaroons, which again, one of my favorites. This one I've never had before, but this is peppermint bark. Again, it's chocolate. I have a thing for chocolate. And then my little mini Christmas puddings. Now, these are a little bit of a variation because normally with my Christmas puddings, they're actually made from chocolate and biscuit, and you melt it all down and you mix it up and make it into little Christmas pudding size balls, and then you put the white icing on the top. And then you're meant to put green holly leaves, but I didn't have any green icing. So we put a little bit of raspberry on the top, and they taste just as good, I've discovered. So basically, just round up all your favorite goodies that you love to have for dessert, and you're gonna make them look nice. So let me show you how I did it really simply to make this board look really pretty. So I started off with my raspberries. Now I decided to put my raspberries in a little bowl because I find that raspberries can get very, very soft and squidgy, and they're delicious, but they often, I didn't want raspberry juice all over my cookies because then they'd go soggy, right? So I ended up I decided to put my raspberries in a little bowl here, which actually looks very, very pretty. And then that was kind of my first piece that I put on my board, kind of as one of my anchor points. I then decided that I would put on kind of the pieces that would create some shapes. And that for me was my cookies, because the nice thing about these boxes of cookies is that they're filled with all different shaped cookies. So I decided that I'm gonna go with these square ones first, and I'm gonna kind of add them kind of like a fan, almost like a path. That's kind of the way I think about it. It's probably not the most technical way of doing a charcuterie board, but I tend to think of things as kind of waves or paths. So as I'm adding them, I kind of create a trail, and then that gives it a nice shape, and then I fill in the gaps. So I've got my 3 cookies, the square ones, and then in here there's also cookies that are kind of a different shape. So I'm gonna take these ones and I'm gonna go in a different direction, and again make a little bit of a trail. So now I'm going to add some of my larger fruit. So I'm going to add my strawberries, and I'm going to kind of just add them in kind of clusters on different parts of the board. Then I'm going to kind of like create and fill the gaps in between. So I've got some strawberries now. Let's add some of our bark, because again, this is kind of different shaped, and I'm just kind of stacking it slightly. I think we'll add some blackberries and, like I say, fill in a few of these gaps. So we'll kind of fill the fruit in around the cookies. And the nice thing is you can be as creative as you like, really, because there's no right or wrong way of doing this. It's just whatever you feel looks good. Now my macaroons I'm going to add next, and with my macaroons what I tend to do is some of them I put flat and then some of them I stand up. So again, it just gives a bit of difference, like different heights and different shapes. It might be like here I'm actually going to put a pile of them, so they're standing upright, and here I'm just put them so that they're lined up next to each other. It just creates a different look. Next I'm going to add my little Christmas puddings. Again, I'm going to kind of do those as a trail, like in a bit of a line over here, I think. And then maybe over here we put them on. So again, it doesn't even need to be the same on all sides. You can kind of add one side, make it a line, another side, make it a little pile. It really is totally up to you how you decide you want to do it. And I think the objective for me is to try and fill as many of the gaps, because with a charcuterie board, the thing I find looks the best is if everything is kind of filled. So, and that's where the fruit comes in really well, because when you have the gaps, you can then fill them with either different shaped cookies or some more of the fruit, so that it just fills a gap or two. So there you have it, a very quick and easy dessert charcuterie board, which I absolutely love. It looks fantastic. put this in the center of your table and everyone's really impressed. You could also do it, you know, you could get the kids to be involved in putting it together. You could also do, so all of your guests, you could find out their favorite cookie or their dessert and you could add those on, which would be really cute as well. There's so many different variations. It's just a really simple and easy way of presenting something. And like I say, until now, I'd never even thought of doing a dessert charcuterie board. So it is definitely my new favorite tradition. So the big question is, how do you win these 2 bags of coffee? Well, it's very, very simple. We want to know whether you like your coffee with cream or without cream. So you're going to very, very simply type cream or no cream into the comments below this video here in YouTube. And you are going to just type cream, no cream in the comments and make sure that you have subscribed to our Ladysmith Manor Diaries channel. So you need to have subscribed to our channel, the Ladysmith Manor Diaries. If you haven't already, just hit the subscribe button and then type cream or no cream into the comments below this video in YouTube, and you will then be entered into the draw to win this coffee. And tomorrow I will be telling you who won, and I will also be revealing what our next goodie is that we're going to be giving away and how you could enter to win that goodie. I can't wait because there's so many exciting things for us to give away. So I will see you back here tomorrow for day 2 of our 12 days of Christmas at the Manor.